remember when, like a month ago, a comedian making fun of Sarah Huckabee Sanders was the worst thing you could do to a mom? But they came up with something worse in the interim. But so be out at the march. When I was online today, checking what the weather was going to be like, I saw that an Indonesian woman had gone out to her vegetable garden and been eaten by a python. And, there's things going on in the Weather Channel's side thing all the time. They're never good unless it involves baby animals or babies. And everything else is horrible, It's like, you won't believe what Samantha Agar looks like now. I don't remember what she looked like then, but I assume it's in the neighborhood of a woman who's been eaten by a python. So it's aging, and I'm up here. I'm right now suffering from sciatic nerve pain, but it's fine. I will soldier on. And also my feet hurt. When you get over 60, and I'm going to wait while you talk about how amazing it is that I'm over 60. Isn't it crazy? Absolutely. Thank you very much. Actually, my wife's over here. I thought that was her. But when you get over 60, you're just in pain. I woke up the other day and told my wife, if I was in my 20s and my feet felt like they do every day now, I would have gone to the emergency room. Probably said, just cut them off, Doc. Just take them before the cancer spreads to my legs. Just in pain all the time. But when do we first become aware of our mortality? And for people lucky enough to be my age, they didn't have to deal with a war like my parents did, or a depression. My parents lost friends willy-nilly. I mean, just drowning, and my dad lost a friend in quicksand in New Jersey, and I think the New Jersey part makes it even worse. I mean, to die in quicksand, but to be in New Jersey, so for me, it was just playing sports and realizing my body was giving out. While this isn't an exact historical recreation of what happened, this exact same thing happened in many sports as I grew up and grew older. So I called it body mass index. There would be no wreaths of laurel placed upon our pates, no tears from vanquished foes. In future days, heads would not turn at our passing, no children's whispers of awe uttered because of Neil. Somewhere deep inside him, with the contest clock nearing zero, Neil felt a surge deep in his being that seemed to block an inescapable fact from his reasoning. Since reaching 30 years of age, the ratio between Neil's height and weight had changed drastically. And this Neil left the ground awkwardly toward the goal, a grand plan in his mind to end the proceedings with a thunderous exclamation point. An unsubtle message to the opposition that it was we who were superior by far than the single point that would be the difference. But a mere inches from bringing his plan to fruition, Neil stopped suddenly, one side of the ball in his hand, the other shoved against where the rim and backboard meet. And Neil seemed to pause there briefly, hanging somewhere between the world he used to inhabit, the one in which he soared godlike through the air, and the real world with physical laws, the world in which he ended up on his back with minor concussion symptoms. And so we who fought so valiantly were bested by a single point. Now, rather than playing for the ultimate prize, we will be playing Terry's Plumbing for third place. Thursday night at the Gene Hennings Lipton Recreation Center behind the Red Lobster. Thank you.